visiting Canadian in Toronto, which I got to tell him.
Nice.
But, I mean, could you write it any better for Shaden tonight?
No, you couldn't. He was incredible the whole night. I just thought he played just a really mature game. That team, you give him a lot of credit. Darko's doing an incredible job. He got them pressure in, and, I mean, we really struggled with their pressure. But we ended up kind of getting calmed down in the game, certain spots. But I didn't think Shaden got sped up at all, which is an incredible compliment for a young player. And the way that they're pressuring, they can make it difficult for you. So I was really impressed with him. Only one turnover, too, knowing he's going to kind of playing a lot of backup point guard without Scootin' and out there. Delano's playing some, but yeah, I was really impressed with his game. I really was. It was like poetry in motion out there.
The word that keeps coming out from him and you is being aggressive. That's what you're asking of him. So when you see him being aggressive and able to take care of the ball, like you just mentioned, I mean, that's the perfect pairing, right? Well,
it is. It is. I mean, to me, it's just, he's learning how to be aggressive and pick his spots, and he's doing a really good job with it. And even if, he goes 14 for 23 tonight, but even if that was 10 for 23, the quality of shots that he's taken has been really good. You're obviously not going, that's a heck of a percentage that he shot tonight. You're not going to do that every night. But it's just about how you play, the intention that you play with. Did some playmaking as well, some tough rebounds as well. So I was very impressed with his game.
Coach, Danny had another great performance tonight. But what is for him the next step in terms of game and also mentality?
I think his mentality is where it needs to be and where it needs to stay. I don't think there's another step for that. He's been very aggressive. He's playing really hard. He's attacking at all times. His game is kind of coming around. He gets sped up in a lot of these situations. In another game, we had 7 turnovers, something that you got to live with an aggressive attacking player. But as he gets more comfortable with it, that 7 goes to 3, But only that, it just takes time. He's playing with the most freedom he's ever had. He's playing with the basketball more than he's ever done before. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. But obviously, Denny is playing amazing.
And also, just to follow up this question, like we're seeing this group of young players, like compared to last year, like how much they have improved. Overall, what have been the keys to that?
I think opportunity. Opportunity and just being in these situations a lot more this year, and even the times where obviously we're not very healthy right now as a team, but. Even the times that we have been healthy, these guys that we're talking about are in the rotation, playing a ton of minutes. Their roles fluctuate, depending on the health of our team and who's playing. But they've been aggressive the entire time. So, Shaden's role has changed 2 or 3 times on our team this year. So has Denny's. If DA's playing or if Ant's playing, Jeremy's playing, they get less shots, less usage. But they're learning how to do it and be effective no matter who plays, which is a pretty good sign.
Not a ton of scoring tonight off the bench, Coach, but when you look at the box score, all the guys are in the plus from off the bench tonight. What did you think of the way that your reserves played tonight?
I thought they did a good job of just bringing energy. We knew that this was going to be a wrestling match, man. We knew it. 2 teams that are almost we both play alike. We're both very aggressive. We both try to attack you with the offensive glass. We both try to pressure you full court. We knew that it was going to be, a dogfight. So I wanted our guys to come off of our bench and just play with a ton of energy. I don't care who makes shots or not. Just bring the energy, knowing that we were going to need it. So I was proud of all of those guys. Guy like Mania, he rarely plays. Roops, he rarely plays, but they were ready. When they checked in the game, WAP I thought was good. Jabari, Tease was his normal self, really good out there. So they gave us the spark we needed.
You talked about Shaden's aggressiveness. Is that something you feel like you've been on him about, or in terms of the last few years, or anything else that you've been trying to get him to hone in on, and obviously leading to performance like tonight?
Yeah, I have been. I've really challenged Shaden in that. department because I want to push him and see how far he can go. And I think when he's aggressive, he learns more about himself. He learns more about his game. And when you're not, there's always more that you leave the game and say, dang, if he was a little more aggressive, he probably could have got to this. So I think Shaden is learning so much about himself, while being aggressive the entire time. And we're all learning at the same time.